Hey guys. Yep. Okay, so hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So I just thought that I do a live stream like a few hours before I have to like have it go into like possibly subscribers only mode. That's only if I need that to happen. Hopefully it doesn't, but I don't know. Anyways, this is just a really chilled, laid back live stream for answering questions about trains, cars, video games, anything YouTube safe, pretty much. So yeah, hopefully some people show up. The good news is this live can be a little bit longer, but that's only if I need it to be that long, though. So yeah, hopefully some people are here with some questions that I can answer. If you know, this live is like about 2+ hours long, and there are questions that I don't feel happy or safe entering, I'll just see it myself and see if it's worth reporting or not. Oh, it looks like someone's here. They hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for doing that. I did also mention some possibility of future giveaways or trade kind of ideas that may or may not happen. So yeah. Hopefully the person that's here, or the two people that are here, are having questions that they want me to answer. Or just talk, we can just talk about stuff. Sometimes talking leads into questions too. So yeah, let's see what happens. Well, hopefully we get some people in the chat mode too. Mr. Speed, not much really. Found this today at the local Walmart store. It's a Novowagen Gasser. It's another chase car from that Muscle Machines series. This is another like one of those Walmart or Hobby Lobby exclusive cars. And then as of 2 weeks ago, I found two of this chase at the same store actually. And this one I found quite a few weeks ago actually. This is only my second Super I have. It's kind of hard to see it, but the gold flame is under there. So yeah, this is my second Super I have. I really wish I had another one of these, because if I did, I would definitely trade it or use it in a giveaway kind of thing. Because I never plan on opening my Supers or chase cars. So the only thing I would ever do with like multiples of like those super special cars is either trade them or give them away. Like, as in trade them with someone if they have something they think that I may like that I don't have yet, or like use it in a giveaway. Because, for some collectors, it's hard to find certain things. You got the exotic Envy Lambo Chase? Dude, I have been wanting that thing. I really want that car. Our stores aren't even getting those yet. That's awesome that you found the exotic Envy Lambo Chase. Or did you buy it at Colorado Diecast? Oh, wow. Did you find it at a store? Man, if there was two there, I would have been... I really wish I could have been there with you at that store. Because my stores, especially the local Walmart store, we have nothing for Hot Wheels premiums. Oh, that's nice. Well, I can understand that actually now. I can understand that now. Well, with that information, I don't think you're going to want to ever get rid of that car, because it's a nice looking car, I will say. I'm hoping I can find that set at Colorado Diecast with the Chase someday, or even just the Chase by itself at a store. Yeah, that's really cool. This one I found sometime last year. It's an ID Chase car. It's the 2015 Dodge Charger SRT. I think it's the Hellcat one. Hot Wheels doesn't even make these cars anymore. They discontinued them. I don't understand why. I think Hot Wheels should have brought back the ID cars and sold them at a lower price because then more people would buy them. I mean, if the ID cars were like $2 or $4, they would have bought. More people would buy them, and that product wouldn't have to get discontinued. Because I wonder if the NFT garage cars, like the thing where you have to like invest or buy something in crypto, took place of the Hot Wheels ID cars because they discontinued them. But I have no clue. I honestly don't. So yeah. Anyways, I do have some things that I want to bring up. Is I do actually have 2 of that Datsun Chase, 2 of the Corvette C8 Super Chase from Matchbox. So here's what's going to happen with those. I'm probably going to make a separate video. If you're here now, you'll probably hear it during the live. I'm going to do something with them, which I normally have not considered doing lately, is I'm going to do one of 2 things. Use them for a trade or use them in a giveaway kind of thing. But I haven't decided which one I'm going to do just yet. So yeah. Just thought I'd mention that as a throwing it out there kind of idea. I'm also possibly thinking about not so much changing my channel name, but like changing like what you'll find on like the About Me page kind of thing. Like I do not just car stuff, I do racing games like on the Xbox and PlayStation, and I'm also into trains, but I don't do too much stuff about trains because well, the only train things I have are in like a storage like thing right now, so I can't get to them, and most of them are broken or like need to get built again. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about trains that often on my channel, but I do talk about cars or like a lot of video game type things. So yeah. I'm hoping that Colorado Diecast, the store out on Parker, gets the exotic set, because if they do, I don't have to wait till I find it at a Walmart or Target or King Superstore and try to like beat out the other collectors to it, because I never want to do that to get premium cars at a store, no matter what store it is. So yeah. I mean, I always have like plans in case something doesn't go the way I see it. It's like, if I miss something by like a few seconds, I don't want to make that big of a deal about it. So I'm just gonna, just not even say anything, bad or whatever to those collector kind of people. So yeah, if I see premiums and I get there like ahead of people, then yes, I may buy certain ones if they are ones that I think are cool and I should have in my collection. But if they're not ones that I think are super cool and need to have, then I'm not going to buy them. I mean, I think everyone can relate to that. Like, some of the Hot Wheels sets, like basic or like the premium ones, they may or may not have cars that everyone's looking for. So hopefully you can all understand that. I'm not sure if anyone's still here or not, but yeah. So anyway, this is what I'm talking about. I have 2 of this car, actually. So I'm not sure if I want to use one of them for a trade or giveaway kind of thing. And same with that Datsun Chase from Muscle Machines. I have 2 of those as well. So yeah. Just don't really know what to do with those yet. I don't have any Hot Wheels premium chases. I can't really say I have a favorite Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt that I would think that I would need in my collection at some point. I mean, if there's like a Hot Wheels Super Ferrari, because Hot Wheels doesn't make Ferrari, that would be an awesome one to have. But chances of people finding those are very slim now because they no longer make them. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't give up, Mr. Speed, because I will tell you this. Matchbox 2022 Mix 6, which technically has cars from this year and like maybe a few carried over into Mix 8 next year, there's going to be 2 different Super Chases in those cases. A black, yellow, and red Porsche, well, mostly black and like a little bit of yellow and red on the car. A 911 GT3 RS Super Chase in Mix 6 from the 2022 Matchbox cars will be in that mix. or case. And then next year is an old Ford in orange for Mix A from 2023. So yeah, those are still 2 chases that people could find. But that's only if their stores in their area end up getting those cases. So yeah. There is a NASCAR chase over there, but I'm not going to get that one away anytime soon unless one of 2 things happen. I find another NASCAR chase, whether it's at like a regular store like Walmart, Target, whatever regular store it is, not like a premium store like Colorado Diecast. So yeah. I do know that certain Dollar Trees, not all of them, but some are getting like a chance for the Matchbox Ford Bronco Super Chase. I have not found that Super Chase, but to be honest, I like the Corvette Chase better than the Bronco Chase, but that's just me in my opinion, though. I mean, sure, I would like to find a few more Supers, whether they're like Hot Wheels or Matchbox, before like 2023 starts. But you know, if I don't find them, I'm not gonna say that I'm like disappointed or like say something sad like, I couldn't find a chase kind of thing. Like, I'm not going to say stuff like that. No, I'm just going to keep hunting and hopefully I find them someday. Well, I am going to, I want to say possibly one store tonight. It's a little bit further Walmart store, and then there's like a Mega King Superstore. I don't know if I'm going to either of those stores. Well, either of them, as in one or the other, that is. Sometime later on today. I'll let you know if that does happen because I'll probably make a video when I get back from the store if it does happen. If not, then you'll just see what I end up finding tomorrow at both stores. So yeah. But that also depends on if I'm going to a store tomorrow. Well, let's keep talking about cars or video games or other YouTube fun, appropriate like topics. I do actually have 2 of these loose. I have one carded, but probably gonna keep one carded. So actually, I just thought of something now. I don't really need to have 2 loose Paganis, but I may just want that possibly just because I like having an extra in case I end up losing one. But I'd still technically have 2 even if I have one open and one not open kind of thing. So yeah. Hopefully I end up finding those cars. Not cars. I'm still trying to find that Ford F-150 Lightning. I can show it here. Let me check. And I'm still trying to find this Matchbox car. Well, Matchbox truck, anyways. Anyone still here? Because I will be doing this live for quite a bit, decent amount of time. That is. This is the one I'm still trying to find. Well, can't show it. The screen's a bit too bright. That's the one that I'm trying to find. I've not been able to find that anywhere yet. So I'm hoping maybe at least one store in an area not too far away from me ends up having that truck that I'm looking for. And I can find it. Well, the chat just went dead, which, is a bit I'm just gonna say, it's a bit interesting or somewhat odd that the chat just goes dead all of a sudden. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh saying like, it's funny or anything that the chat just went dead silent for like a little bit. But hopefully there's more people here in this live. I mean, my whole objective was I did this live stream earlier so more people could, talk about cars, talk about video games or other, YouTube fun and appropriate topics. So yeah, hopefully some people show up. I mean, yes, if people need to take breaks at a certain point because they have things to do, that's totally fine and understandable. So yeah, but hopefully some people show up so I can actually answer some questions, because I'm here to answer questions too, not just talk about stuff. I'm here to do both. I mean, that's why it's called the Q&A thing. I'm here to answer questions and I'm here to talk about stuff. Oh, there's another thumbs up. Thanks. I mean, I may have like subscribers in this live. I may have potentially new subscribers who haven't subscribed to my channel subscribe to my channel during this live. I mean, I don't know what'll happen, but I'm just hoping that I do get some more subscribers, because you never know when I may consider doing like a trade or giveaway like thing. Texas Hill Country Customs Home. Hey, I'm glad you're here. So just been talking about some Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars and other diecast car topics so far. And possibility of like future channel things for my channel as well, actually, because I may be doing some trade giveaway type things possibly. I just haven't figured it out yet, but I will make a separate video for those when it happens. So yeah, just thought I'd let people know that. Oh wow, another thumbs up. That's good. Yeah, because I haven't been able to do like regular, like super or like chase or non-chase, like regular diecast car kind of like trade or giveaway type things lately. Not going to go into details why, but I'm able to do them a little bit more now than in past. So yeah, that's kind of a good thing for me. Anyways, on that, let's keep the talk about cars, trains, video games, or other fun YouTube safe appropriate topics going. So yeah, any questions about anything? Doesn't have to be about those three topics. It could be about anything, as long as I will, feel safe answering the questions. Well, I don't know if Mr. Speed is still here or not, but it does say there are 2 people here. I'm not sure who the second one is. Could be someone else. It could be the person who gave it a 3rd thumbs up. I'm not sure. All right. Anyone have any questions about cars, video games, or trains, or anything else that you could think of that I'll be able to answer? I mean, we could also talk about food and drinks here, actually. Oh, yeah. I'm hugely obsessed with Gran Turismo. I play that game quite often, actually. I actually play it on the PS3 more than the PS4, just because PS4 you have to do all the racing with the actual controller, not like a computerized mode. And I kind of wish they brought back the computerized mode in Gran Turismo 6 and 7, because then you would get cars for like both modes in the game, because it's like you get free prize cards for like winning certain races or like a championship thing in A and B spec mode. So yeah. I mean, Gran Turismo 5 is awesome because that's the only mode where you can do A and B spec mode, as of the last game that offered that from like the Gran Turismo games on the PlayStation game console, not the portable one, the PSP. I'm actually gonna fire that up right now. Do some racing on it so I can see if there's car stuff of any kind worth getting. Well, it looks like the second person has left. I mean, yeah, let's keep the chat and talk about pretty much not just those 3 topics, but other topics too that we can talk about, or if there's questions about it, I can answer them. Yep, just getting Gran Turismo 5 starting on the PS3 right now. I do also want to mention something that I normally don't mention too many times before. Is a few times in like about a few months or maybe a year or so ago. I think it was maybe once or only twice where I like ended up like correcting someone on like a gaming thing they said, or like the name of a car of some sort or something. And I do not intend to do that. The only time I ever will do it is if they want me to, make sure they are typing it the right way, kind of thing. Like they're asking me to like fix their errors, kind of thing. I'm not trying to make anyone like feel bad or look bad in any way possible, because a few times people will make mistakes, and you just gotta let it slide. There is the saying, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. I mean, it's like if you're trying to pronounce a car name, and like the first part of it, anyone and everyone can like say it with no problem, and then like the last part of a name, it's like French, Italian, or like European or whatever country it's from. Then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or like sometimes video game names, because certain people may realize that certain video games are spelled a different way, kind of thing. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Let's keep the talk going. Um, that's a really tough question, because if we're talking about this game that I'm playing right now, if we're talking about Gran Turismo 5 specifically only, that's a bit of a different answer. Because I have probably like favorite cars in every Gran Turismo game I have, because I have the original one up to 7 actually, except for the fact I may or may not be missing 2 or 3. But I can't fire up anything on the PS2 anymore. I'm not going to be emotional or anything. It's just that unfortunately that system no longer works because it's not plugged in, and it's really slow to load that one up for some reason. Same as the PSP. I still play that game, but I don't play it as often for that version of Gran Turismo, because you're literally like moving a tiny console that's portable around in your hands, trying to beat out these other Drivatar AI people in the same race you're doing, and it's kind of hard to do that. So yeah, that's why I don't play the original PSP version of Gran Turismo. Can't even see what car I'm in. Sorry, I'm trying to do this without falling out of a chair, because if I did that, I don't know what would happen, but it wouldn't be very pleasant. I'm just gonna leave it as that. So yeah, be right back. I'm going to take a car to be in for at least one race, maybe all of them. Oh, it's my fastest car ever. Yeah, it's probably best if I stay in that car then. Yep. All right, let's do a race. At least this race won't be 20 something laps long, so that's good. So actually, to answer your question, Texas Hill Country Custom Homes, the car I'm in right now is actually the fastest car in Gran Turismo 5 history. This car that I'm in right now, it's a V6 engine, top speed of 315 miles per hour. That is actually deemed the fastest race car in Gran Turismo 5 history, because that's what it said in the car's description. No other car can go that fast. No other car weighs 545 kilograms, has a V6 engine, and has like over 1,500 horsepower, and can go 300 plus miles per hour. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite car in this game now, actually, because nothing beats it. Besides that, it's pretty much a few of the like Le Mans race cars, like the LMP prototype race cars, and then like below that, it's like the beginner level Le Mans cars. I don't really have favorites from like each of those classes in Gran Turismo. This is not an F1 car, no. This is a Red Bull car. It's a custom-made car by Gran Turismo specifically. F1 cars can't even reach 300 miles per hour, actually. And the only reason I know that is because I've been to two F1 races in Texas, actually, before. But that was a few years ago, before I've had, some of my newer subscribers on my channel. So, yeah. Anyways, on the other topics of cars, Subscribers Choice Race 8. There are 4 spots open, by the way. Just thought I'd let people know that. There are 4 spots open for Subscribers Choice Race 8. It's not really that hard to do. Well, technically it sort of is. You have to get to driver level 36 in Gran Turismo 5 on the PS3 with one of your driver tires being that driver level, and the game just pretty much gave you this car for free. If I did not get this car for free, I would have to spend 20 million credits just to get it from the actual dealership. This car is 20 million credits that's racing in the background all the way over there. In fact, this car is so fast, it literally laps cars within like about 2 or 3 laps into the race. Sometimes, well, not so much the first lap into the race, although it could, depending on I'm not saying the top 3 cars it'll lap within the first lap, but it'll lap the ones behind it really quickly. So yeah, this is not an F1 car. It's a Red Bull special car made by Gran Turismo. The country of this car is Japan because Gran Turismo made it specifically as their fastest race car in this game. So yeah, it's technically the fastest race car in Gran Turismo 5 ever. It's no longer the fastest car in Gran Turismo history now, without these other channels that I subscribe to, saying they have these glitchy modes where they can glitch cars to go certain speeds. But the fastest car outside of this in Gran Turismo Sport and 7 is that Dodge Tomahawk concept car, which has 2,000 something horsepower from a 10-cylinder engine. Driver level 36, not 35, 36. If I said 35, my mistake. Yeah. Yeah, they basically just gave a free $20 million credit card in the game to me once one of my driver tires that I have out of the 5 I chose in this game reached level 36. And it just gave me a free car. I was not even expecting that to happen when I got to driver level 36, but it happened anyways. I guess it's because once you reach a certain driver level in this game, you unlock certain events that are higher up driver levels in both A and B spec modes. So I guess that's why they did that. It's kind of like a celebration thing. They're congratulating you on reaching a higher driver tar level with your driver in the game. So that's probably why they ended up giving it to you, most likely, once you get that far. Oh, it looks like Tampa might be joining this live, possibly. This thing is extremely hard to drive. I've driven this car on this very track that it's in the background, and yeah. So yeah, the car's top speed is 315 miles per hour. Only one time has I had that car ever go that fast in a B spec mode race event. And yes, it was on this track actually, but not today right now though. So yeah, but I want to say it was about 1 or 2 weeks ago I finally got this car to hit 300 something miles per hour. It never reached its fullest top speed of 315, but even though it couldn't go that fast, 300 miles per hour or a bit over 300 is still fast. And now they're making cars, production cars by Ferrari and Hennessy, 2 different companies. One's from Italy, one's a tuner car company from USA, to go 300 or 300 plus miles per hour. I actually have the Hennessy Venom F5 and Forza Horizon 5. That's technically in Forza's top 5 or 10 fastest cars ever, without those Forza 5 glitch mode people. Yeah, driving this thing is insane. I drove it a few times and I couldn't even get a lap time on this track for a time trial mode. And then I did, and boom, it smashed every car's lap time on the track. Although it took me a few days of trial and error to realize, oh, now I know what I have to do. Yeah, for a car this fast, if you're going to use it on a time trial mode, you literally make it go really fast at like the start and middle point, and like kind of sort of nearing the like 3/4 of the way through the track, or at least halfway through the track, and then you have to hit the brakes like extremely crazy. Otherwise, it will hit every single wall in the track, and just the game will say every time invalid lap time, next lap invalid, and it'll say that every single time until you can steer it right without hitting a single wall. It took me like probably over a week or so to figure that out, and then I was like, finally, I did it. I finally got a lap that car did not hit a single wall on while I actually drove it myself in the game. I mean, yeah, a car that light and a car that fast, it's pretty much not even street legal. I mean, it's not. It's a race car. This thing would actually cream everything at car racing in real life if they put it on a track today. I mean, the drivers would be really scared to drive it because it would go so fast. But on the flip side of things, this car would literally beat all the Le Mans cars, whether they're new or old ones. It would pretty much beat every car combined. I don't know if the C11 is a Le Mans car, actually. I know there's a Sauber C9 from Mercedes. That's a Le Mans car. But the C11 may or may not be a Le Mans car. Because actually, I think I have that car in a different game. You know, there is a there's a American version of Le Mans called ALMS, which is American Le Mans series. Oh, this is the C11 Mark II. See, this is not a Le Mans style car, actually. It's just a it's a two-seater like super or sports coupe car from Mercedes back in the 1970s, because that's probably kind of similar to the one that you were talking about before about the C11, because I don't know if there's like a difference between the two, but I have not heard much about the C11 Le Mans car from Mercedes-Benz, but this is why. I don't have like the biggest history of all Le Mans cars ever raced at the Le Mans event. I have more history about like newer cars compared to older cars. If we're talking about like older cars, like someone wants to know like all of the older Le Mans cars and like their horsepower and stuff, I'm not going to be able to like do that really well. I wish I was, but I'm just not, because I don't have the history of that, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, it's a little sad, but not really. So yeah, I don't know if Mr. Speed is coming back or not, but Texas Hill Country Custom Homes, if you see a car in this like glob group of cars, just let me know which car you want to be in for Subscribers Choice Race number 8, because I forgot to do my reminder video. So yeah, for people watching this live stream, please let me know which car you want to be in for Subscribers Choice Race 8. If for some reason you don't tell me which car you want to be in for that race, you can do one of two things. Comment once this live is on my channel, or I'll make a separate video and you can comment on that video. So yeah, I'm no longer able to play Forza Horizon 5 on my live streams, unfortunately. I think you can see the cars now. If you have a certain car you want turned up closer, just let me know, because I can show you the cars that way too, actually. Texas Hill Country Custom Homes. I'm not sure if you heard what I was saying earlier a few times about possibility of future giveaway or trade things that may or may not happen, but I hope you did hear that because some of them may or may not involve cars for like the giveaway stuff. Some of them may, some may not, and then like the trading stuff. Well, it just depends on like what kind of cars like people may consider wanting to trade, kind of thing. Ooh, I don't think I have a Firebird with me anymore. Not from these cars. I don't think I have a Firebird over here, actually. I have a few Pontiac GTOs. Quite a few of those, actually. But I don't see a Firebird, though. I used to have a Firebird somewhere, but that was a few races back, I believe. And it got eliminated. Well, there was another person here, but I think they left. But that's fine if they're busy. Totally understand that. Well, I'm just wanting to say this. If I, for some reason, can't get 12 subscribers twice racing events happen, they will be cut shorter, and I'll just have to go with however many cars I have and do like the final 7 or 8 or however many cars kind of thing, and do the like like the playoffs kind of thing for like quarterfinals, semifinals, and then like championship thing. But since there's only 2 groups of cars, if I even do like 8 or 12 cars, it's still going to be 2 groups of cars anyway. But my point being is, I'm hoping to get to 12 races. If that doesn't happen somehow, then I will just let you know that it will be cut shorter to like 10 races even, if need be. So yeah, I don't have a Firebird, unfortunately. I have a lot of other old muscle cars and like sports super light cars over here. So yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have that one with me anymore because I used it and it lost. I can't even remember what it lost to somehow. So yeah, if you see a different car, Texas Hill Country Custom Homes, I can definitely enter you in one of those cars if you see a different one you like. I may not have found the Super for L-Case, but at least I found this one. I found the L-Case Treasure Hunt, though, not the Super, which is that Lamborghini Miura. And I've seen about 3 to 5 of those now. Sad thing is, they were all the basic ones. Not that anyone took a Super, but the store didn't have a Super, unfortunately. Well, there's 2 Pontiac cars, actually. There's 2 Pontiacs. Well, actually, there's quite a few. Correction. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm just checking to see if there's any other Pontiacs, by chance, that are a different Pontiac, besides the one I'm holding, of multiples. That's another one, but it's... Alright. Which Pontiac car do you want? The silver? Not the silver. Silver, blue, or red? I actually have an orange version of this, but I think that's no longer racing anymore. So which Pontiac do you want? Zamac, blue, or red? Which car do you choose for a subscriber's choice race 8? Alright, you're in the silver. Got it. Hold on, I just saw something. Alright, well, there's 2 others in this race. I know someone chose the Porsche. Can't remember who, but I know who's in the Supra. Texas Hill Country Custom Home is in the Zamac Pontiac GTO. Forgot who's in the Porsche. Now there's 3 spots left in subscribers' choice race 8. So, hey, that's a good thing. 3 spots left to go, and then I can start that race up. Well, I'll be right back. Have to do something really quick. All right, I'm back. Hopefully I didn't miss much. Doesn't seem like I did, actually. So yeah, there's any more like questions needed to be answered about cars, trains, or video games, or like any other fun, safe, YouTube appropriate topics that you think I could answer, ask me those questions. I mean, questions can be about car topics of any kind. I will just say there are some topics of cars and trains and video games that I may or may not be able to answer that much. So yeah, just be aware of that. Or the other fun, safe YouTube appropriate like topics as well. Yeah. So be on the lookout because this right here may or may not be in a trader giveaway video. Or same with one of these two may or may not be in a trader giveaway video. I'll just keep you updated and posted on what I end up doing with those extra chases. Oh yeah. Well, he's going outside right now, so I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not trying to say that's like, a private personal thing, but he's not gonna want to be up here like in this general area, like on the actual chair, unfortunately. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yes, I do like dogs. But I don't want to give out like too much information about personal type things. So yeah, I guess I should have said that personal like topics, like personal information like things will be not YouTube appropriate in my view, because I've had a few people like scam like bot people like try to pretend they were in my house and stuff like that, and that's why if this live goes like to like so later in the day or evening hours kind of thing, then I have to go back to subscribers mode, and then it like kicks people out because they're not a subscriber, unfortunately. Well, the dog just came back, but you can't really go much far. Excuse me. You have to stay here. Come here. Two. Anyways, back to the live. So yeah, if there's any more talk about cars, trains, or video games, or any other YouTube fun, safe, appropriate like topics, we can talk about them. I can also answer questions about them. That's if I, have answers I'm able to give, whether they're spoken answers or typed answers. So yeah, I may consider doing like a few like more train like videos in future, just because I don't do too much stuff about trains on this channel of mine. I don't know how people end up having like two separate YouTube channels or like accounts, whatever it is. But I kind of wish I had one for like cars and video games, and then a separate one for just trains, because then that would be more like focused. I'm like, this one's about the stuff I normally do. This one's about like a topic that I don't do too much about on my channel. But unfortunately, seems like I have to stick with just this one very channel, and I'm fine with that. I mean, sure, in future I would like to have two separate channels, so I could have this one be about just cars and video games, then the other one be about train stuff. I could talk about soda, like stuff too. I mean, I don't know history about soda, but I could talk about like soda products and like ones that I like, or if people have sodas they like, they can talk about them too. 3 thumbs up. That's really nice and appreciated. Well, I don't know if I'm seeing any other questions, but yeah. Well, the good thing is that race is now okay. I'm not wanting to say this to like scare anyone or whatever, but I just had a weird, bizarre thing on an application on my mobile phone happen. I'm not going into details about it because it's like a personal like thing, but I'm just gonna leave that for later and realize that the application made an error or mistake. I'm just gonna leave it as that. Not gonna talk about it because I want to refocus on cars, trains, video games, or other fun, safe, YouTube appropriate like topics. I probably shouldn't have even said like an application made an error, but like I'm saying, people make mistakes sometimes, and you try your best to like fix them yourself. Sometimes you may need help fixing them, other times you may not. Um, so yeah. Technology on the other hand, that's a huge topic. Like technology is not supposed to make as many mistakes or errors as like us people do. So yeah. I mean, sure they make errors with Hot Wheels cars. I mean, but that's kind of like people and technology error kind of or mistake like thing. Because some of these Hot Wheels cars, it's like the wheel rim paint job might be missing on them, or it's like the color looks a bit off somehow. Because it's like this car is like this red striping here in a few spots, and like this black striping and this white striping, and the number 8. If like some of that paint was missing, it's like you're not going to call that like a chase car. You're going to call that an error car. You know why? Because it's an error, not a chase like a super or a treasure hunt, or for Matchbox, it's not a Matchbox Super Chase, or a NASCAR Liquid Chase, or a Muscle Machines chase car that has a sticker on it, or a Hot Wheels Super that has the flame underneath it, or a green machine which has a green base on it, or like green exterior paint job on it. Hopefully you all are understanding what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, well, this seems like a good point to wrap up the live, because the only other thing that I will say is when Subscribers Choice Racing events are all done and closed, that's when Car Baseball will happen, and then I'll do some live streams about that. Bye everyone, thanks for watching and being here. If you weren't able to be here, well, you can always watch these lives on my channel. And also, everyone, have a fantastic, fabulous, awesome, wonderful, exciting rest of your weekend, everyone. And also have a great rest of your day. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Oh, someone else just joined, but I'm kind of ending the live. I mean, if they have stuff to talk about or want me to answer questions for, I guess I'll go a little bit longer, but it doesn't seem like they do anymore now. And I am a little bit sorry about that. Well, bye everyone. Thanks for watching and joining me. Bye.